What's up, nerds? We're your hosts. I am Chad.
And I am Jake. This is our weekly podcast where we explore the world of nerd from TV, movies, games, comics, news, and books.
We will give you our opinions, theories, and oftentimes spoilers.
We will also have friends and experts as guests on the show to elaborate further on those topics.
But be prepared. We like to have a few drinks, so buckle up.
If you want to support our show, like, share, and subscribe wherever you enjoy your podcasts.
You can also become a premium subscriber over at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
So let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd podcast.
Nerd.
Welcome, nerds, to the All Things Nerd podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Chad, I hope you had a good week. I fucking hope you had a good week.
I
And with that being said, before we get into our first topic, cheers.
Cheers. Well, before we get into our first topic, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. The first thing being, if you like what we're doing here and you want to become a premium subscriber, please check out our Buy Me a Coffee. It's over at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. One of the big things that you get for being a member or supporter is you get access to our pre-show warm-ups. Jake and I like to catch a little bit of a buzz. Oh, you like that? We like to catch a little bit of a buzz before we actually start recording, and we talk about random things. We try and have a theme, but we very, very often get off track. This week we talked about vampires because it's spooky season. So again, that's buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. And shout out to one of our newer members, Dave Morris. We love you.
Biggest news going forward, you'll see a lot of this on our social media in the next coming weeks here, but we are going to be at Twin Cities Con 2024. We have a booth. We're going to be doing trivia. We're going to be doing giveaways. We are going to be doing selling. We're going to be selling some merch that we have. It's really fucking cool. We're going to have coffee mugs, keychains, lanyards, t-shirts, hoodies, like the works.
Yeah.
Please, if you're not going, please consider coming. And if you are going, stop by and say hi. If you don't want to come say hi to us, or if you don't want to put the money in to come say hi to us, there are actual famous people that are going to be there, and then you could stop by and say hi to us. Please and thank you. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are fucking stoked about this. It's the first one we've ever done, and hopefully we'll do more.
I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we will too.
Unless this is just a complete bust.
Yeah, if we just end up negative money, then I'm gonna cry. I'll quit the podcast and.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Don't put that on the record. There's a good
Come
chance.
see us. You come visit us.
Don't put that out there. There's a good chance we don't make our money back.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, please come visit us. It's gonna be crazy if you're here in the Twin Cities.
Or travel to the Twin Cities. We have people doing that already that we know of. Some of them will be working there with us. Be a good time.
All right. Well, our first topic, let's get into it. We are going to talk about the season finale of Rings of Power. Oh, the show is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. I loved season 1. I really loved season 1, but it was a little tiny bit slow, just because you have to build up to it a little bit, right? Season 2?
Yeah,
Oh my effing G.
Tolkien, right? You know, spends a lot of time to get it started.
Fucking hell, dude.
So good.
Caliban. They do
Oh,
it. They
you
do it. They do
nailed
it.
it.
Yay.
Fucking
He
nailed it.
he got nailed to the wall in this episode. And
You're
it
not
was very
wrong. You're
I know,
not
I
wrong.
know,
And it
I
was
know. It's so
oh,
sad. He's my favorite character in this season, and he dead.
like so dead. Like
Like
OMG dead.
DED dead.
His mother, his father.
Oh man, yeah. Um, fuck man, this shit was so crazy. We know in the episode before. Oh fuck, I should have pulled up the character names before we. But the one elf that we thought maybe was dead last week when we talked,
Rondir.
he's not dead.
He's not dead, which
You
is
talk.
good. I love his character. And there was a moment where Galadriel speaks with Adar, who is wearing her ring, and it Nenya is the name of her ring, and like all of his scars are gone. He just looks like an elf, and that was really cool to see.
Yeah, Uncle Benji, you know.
Yeah, that was the first time since you told me that's who that was that
That
I
you saw it?
actually saw it, and I was
Yeah.
like, good looking dude. It was a little bit short lived. It was very short lived, which really bummed me out because I should have looked this up. There, because it shows him and Galadriel like makes a pact with him, like, and he's like, yeah, we'll fight together. The power of this ring is incredible, and he gives Nenya back to her. And then they even kind of like tease a little bit where she's like, what's your name? And he's like, I've been known by other names before I was Adar, because Adar in Black speak, which is what they call the Uruk language. Yeah, I saw your eyes flare.
Little racist, but okay.
I didn't come up with the name of that. But they never say his name. And I was like, oh my god, is this Caliborn? Who ends up being Galadriel's husband in the future, which explains why he's always very close to her, because the power of the ring like heals him. Yeah, that's not the case. He gets dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
DED dead.
Yeah, very much for the watch.
It was worse than that.
Oh yeah.
He got stabbed like 30 times.
Yeah, instead of seven, there was like 30 to 40 stabs.
Yeah, he's dead. Poor Adar. But, you know, reap what you sow and all that.
But I really liked his character because
I didn't.
He had like intention. He just was kind of a douche of being like,
Bad intention.
yeah, we're gonna sacrifice all my children, and I love them, but you guys can go die.
Yeah.
I'll make more.
And that's why they killed him.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, eventually they were like, we actually talked about it last week, that his like main Oric basically was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
And
he was like
then-
losing faith in him.
That was the one that gave the kacha blow that He gave him the old Jon Snow to the heart. What was that kid's name?
Ollie.
Ollie. He gave him the old Ollie Oxenfree fucking right to the chest
Not to
and
be
freed him.
confused with a nollie, because that's where
Rodney Mullen,
it's like the same motion but slightly different, you know?
It's yeah, so he died. He's dead. They actually this season there was a surprising amount of deaths to people that I thought were gonna make it. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, there's only like what 3 or 4 seasons, and we're 2 in now.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Can't go much further than where we are.
You can't, because they already sped up like 1,000 years.
Yeah. I mean, so did the Lord of the Rings movies.
Well, the Lord of the Rings weren't that far off. Is when
They
they
were pretty
finally
far off.
left the Shire.
Sam and Frodo's walk through the woods was like hundreds of years.
When they finally leave the Shire, it's only 3 years, but they kind of skip over like the 15 to 25 years where they hang out in the Shire before they leave.
Just blow fucking get off.
Woo!
We did. I'm just leading into. We finally get Gandalf's name. It's Gandalf. He's the Alf of Gand. Uh,
Yeah, because they keep calling him Grand Elf.
yes, which like means friend or something like that.
Just the small folk had never seen an elf before, and he's very clearly not an elf. He's just tall and friendly. So they're like,
Is the other? I think I may have asked you this already. I'm so sorry. My brain.
yeah, it's so strong.
The the other guy, the other wizard with the like black in his beard, kind of like me, but a little bit longer. Maybe like my skin tone. Is that supposed to be Saruman?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. They haven't said his name yet.
Yeah, they just call him like the Dark Wizard, and he's like, "That's
Yeah.
what they call me. That's not my name."
That's not my name.
But like
That's not my name.
his Gand, if you will, aka
Mm.
his staff,
Ooh.
um, is different than Saruman's. And also, like, Saruman was a little bit more noble in his beginnings. He was just corrupted leader.
Mm.
He could be one of the random blue wizards that we never learn their names of. Just know that they exist.
I just feel like because there's only going to be like 3 or 4 seasons of this show, that's
I'm hoping
who
just
they're gonna make
for a
that.
third, and that's it. But
Yeah. I don't know how much more they could do with it. Well, anyway, so Gandalf finds his staff finally.
hmm
And then something interesting happens with Isildur. Is basically they won't let him take anybody with him.
yeah, back to
when he
Numenor.
was- Yeah, which is bullshit. I thought he was gonna fight that guy. I thought he was gonna like break his other arm. Like,
Oh, it would have been so great.
but no, he just kind of fucking accepts it, which is kind of bullshit. I thought that was
Yeah,
a bit.
and he's going back to Numenor, which is weird. Because then that means that the story has to be he goes back there, oh my god, my dad's not there, and I'm now a prisoner of the state. Let's go find my dad. Go back to Middle Earth. He becomes king, and I'm like, meh, and then the war starts. So it's like, that's the only reason why I think that there's gonna be 4 seasons.
Yeah,
I just-
they'll probably. I imagine
I
they'll
don't
drag
know.
it out a little bit.
I don't want 4 seasons. I think
They
3
did.
is enough.
3 movies out of The Hobbit, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. And that's just a
Um,
shame, really.
but the part where the captain leaves at the end is the vision that the queen saw.
We're the captain? What?
So, oh
Yeah,
God,
refresh my
I
memory.
free. Hold on, let me get his name. Hold on. I have it up. Have it up here. Oh boy, my eyes are not good though.
Isildur's dad?
Um, yes, right.
A
Like
Landil?
he's the one that was gonna get sacrificed to the sea worm,
Yeah.
and then the queen goes in for him, right? So, like 2 or 3 episodes ago, she was telling him about her vision that she had of him, where he was like running away from the city on a horse while the city was burning. And at the end of this
That's
episode, that is that scene.
that's right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. He was on his horse and he turns around, and it was literally her vision of what had happened.
Yeah, because the reason that the city of Numenor is on fire is because they're turning on all they call them the faithful
Hmm.
because they trust in the Valar, who is like the angels and gods of Tolkien's world.
Religion. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it. We get it.
but
But yeah, I just thought
like
that was cool because we saw that. We literally
yeah,
saw that exact scene
I forgot that.
like two
Yeah,
episodes ago. Yeah, yeah. The show's fucking insane. It's bloody too. Like, you think it's like safe for TV? It's not.
well, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, some good stuff. Heads getting bitten off and fucking yeah. Oh man, I fucking love this show. I love Lord of the Rings. I love everything about it. I won't say who or where, but some of the casting is a little off to me. But other than that, I fucking just fucking love this show.
Oh, I we talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of last week, we talked about Elrond being so like heartbroken because Durin doesn't show up, and he's like, "Durin will come, Durin will come," and then, I mean, Durin doesn't show up, but his army still does.
Eventually.
Yeah, it better late than never in this case.
Yeah.
It's either they show up or they die,
Yeah.
which was awesome. Oh, and I just made myself mad because the one qualm that I have with this show is the fucking Balrog.
Oh yeah.
I get it. They're already speeding up thousands of years for a narrative, and the show is incredible. But the Balrog shows up and kills King Durin, and then Prince Durin obviously is still there. But the fact that the Balrog already shows up and other dwarves witness it bothers me so much, only
Why?
because in the books the dwarves don't dig far enough into the mountain until somewhere between the timeline of where the Hobbit book ends and the Fellowship of the Ring starts, and we are hundreds of years before that.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that bothered me.
I don't understand. Why would that bother you though? The Balrog was there, clearly.
Right.
In
But they could have had the monster that lives in the lake outside of the archway from the Fellowship
Mm.
be the monster that they find instead of, because a Balrog is basically like, he's the devil. He's the anti Valar.
Yeah. But what bothered, what bothered you about him being there?
Just the timeline of finding like this incredible evil
But then it
because
like falls
yeah, and they like
in the end of
so
that
they
scene.
have a way of kind of being like, well, he's buried. Let's forget about this.
Hmm. 'Cause they're kind of doing that. Well, okay, I'll say this. What I think we should give them benefit of the doubt because the show is really good. We have one, maybe two seasons left, right?
Right.
We don't know what they're gonna do with that, right?
Hopefully,
Like,
nothing.
I thought it was cool.
Because if the show's
Uh,
gonna end at the end of the War of the Second Age, the Balrog should have no other role. Are you gonna try and push your glasses up?
Yep.
Yep.
When did the Balrog?
Balrog. Yep. Because
Balrog's Balrog first appeared in J.R. Tolkien's Middle Earth Legendarium during the Dagor Nuin Goliath or Battle Under the Stars when the Noldoran exiles returned to the Middle Earth at the end of the First Age. Balrogs are demonic monsters, so there's more than one of them that can shroud themselves in fire, darkness, and shadow. So it might not even be the same Balrog. They are armed with whips and sometimes use swords. In The Lord of the Rings, the company of the Ring encounters a Balrog named Durin's Bane. In the Mines of Moria, Gandalf slays Durin's Bane after a duel on Mount. Oh, I can't. I'm not gonna fucking try to say that word. So there's more than one of them. So it might not even be the one that you're thinking of.
but it's in the same mine.
The only thing I'll say about this is speaking of a fiery beast.
I still love the show. Let me get that out first. It's a
We love
small
this
qualm.
show. But speaking of a fiery beast, let us tell you about our sponsor number one, which is Crybaby Craig's hot sauce. It's a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes on practically anything. Listen up, we'll tell you more about it.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today.
Okay, nerds, we are going to do Trivial Nerd Suit. This week's question is for Chad. It's provided by me. If you have a question for either of us or want to try to stump one of us, use our contact form at www.allthingsnerdpod.com and use our contact form. I did that backwards. And use our contact form. Just mention who the question is for. We go through a third party, so we cannot cheat. Chad, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Okay. Which horror movie staple is known for being obsessed with shoes?
Horror movie staple?
Like one of the OGs of horror when you think back to your childhood.
Being obsessed with shoes.
Shoes. I have a feeling the hint is probably going to give it away, but
I have a guess, but it doesn't seem like it's a horror movie staple.
Okay. What's the
Uh,
guess?
I don't want to tell you because you're gonna laugh because it's not. It's not a horror movie staple, but I can only think of one person obsessed with shoes. And
Yes.
it's the Wicked Witch
No.
from Oz. Yeah.
No.
I don't want that to be my official guess though. So can I have the hint?
It's not up to me. We go through a third party, so we cannot cheat.
Well, I would like the hint. See if I get it from there because I knew that was silly and not right.
This was Jennifer Aniston's first ever movie debut.
Oh fuck, bud. Is it Jason Voorhees?
That would be funny if he had a foot fetish.
Would be. Oh, what? Her first ever? I have no idea.
Ready?
I mean, I've guessed multiple, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's the leprechaun. Leprechauns have to shine shoes if you in the like lore of leprechaun. So part of the movie is when he's trying to kill them, they just keep throwing shoes at him and he keeps picking them up and like shining them.
That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, it was Jennifer Aniston's first movie she was ever in.
Mm,
The very first one.
not proud of that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, gotcha, bitch.
Yay! I thought you were gonna get that one.
No.
Yeah.
I am weak when it comes to scary movies.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah.
Oh, I know you're aware.
Very aware.
To the point where I think we've only gone and seen one scary movie together. And you told me to shut the fuck up because I was trying to make jokes the entire time because I was not feeling it.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, shut up. And I was like, but it's scary. Again,
That was Evil Dead Rise.
it was Evil Dead, right? How I got through the first of those remakes alone. It's because
By
I could.
yourself.
You
watched it like in the daytime.
Yeah, and I could pause. Where I was like, nope. Let's go get some candy.
You was.
Yeah, 100%.
Friggin' was.
You're not wrong. Oh,
All right, bud.
sweet.
This is you. You go.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's get in some nerd news. Well, we're just going to beat this into your head. Twin Cities Con. Come to Twin Cities Con. November 8th, 9th, and 10th. The Minneapolis Convention Center. There's going to be
there all 3 days.
We'll be there all 3 days. Hayden Christensen.
Grant
Stephanie...
Gustin.
Grant Gustin will be there. Stephanie Beatrice. A bunch of people from Ink Fusion.
The cast of Boy Meets World.
Yeah, there's going to be so many people there.
Even if you don't want to spend the money to see us, there's famous people there. And then
even on
you
top
come
of that,
see
there's
us.
so many great artists, movie props, replicas, awesome art. There's so much to see.
Don't be afraid to dress up either. Like,
yeah, they have cosplay competitions all 3 days. So if you're only there for one day and you want to show off your cosplay, join the competition to see if your cosplay stacks up. Like, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. So much fun. We'll be there. Come say hi. We'll have a drink for you. It's a good time.
yes.
In kind of like sad news, not because it's actually sad, it's just more like pathetic sad.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like, literally the notes say J.K. Rowling, ew. Um, because she's not being included with the new HBO Max series. Nobody likes her anymore. She regrets, I'm assuming, writing just like an LGBTQ anthology. And then it was like, no, but the T's don't count. She's gonna rewrite all the books, but from Voldemort's perspective. Maybe not all the books, but like she's writing more.
A new series.
But from Voldemort's perspective. It's like, oh, so you're doubling down on being the villain. Fucking awesome.
Yeah. So when it doesn't work out for you as the good guy, you just be the villain.
She didn't die the hero, and she's lived long enough to become the villain.
It is such a bummer because I love the books, I love the movies, and it really, really just fucking grinds my gears that she's so fucking shitty about it. But what's
bummer.
nice about it is that like Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, like the stars of the movies that she's attached to have all been like,
Yeah.
no, we don't stand with her. She's like, you suck as a person. Yeah.
And what's also really cool is like they gave her way more credit and grace than what she deserved. Being like, she created this thing that gave us this incredible opportunity, but she's wrong.
Yeah.
She dumb. Like, thank you, but go fuck yourself. Which I think is more beautiful. Let's just be honest about that.
Speaking of Harry Potter, we have some rumored casting for the TV series, the HBO series, which is going to be 7 seasons, each season being one of the books. And holy fucking shit, I'm stoked about this.
Yeah. I'm
don't
trying
know
to find the rumored casting that you sent me.
Well, what's his name? Something Campbell Bauer, the dude who plays Vecna in, the fuck you call it? Stranger Things.
Jamie Campbell Bower
is rumored to play Voldemort.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
I don't want to be mean about it.
I know you don't love it.
I just don't think he's a strong... I know, like, fucking girls that are, like, 10 years younger than me are like, oh, my God. You know,
I mean, he's a good-looking dude.
Is he? Now I'm going to be mean about it. No, he's not.
I mean, he's a better-looking dude than I am. If I put myself at base 0... he's net positive, right? You know?
Yeah, but I wouldn't... you can't compare yourself to a celebrity. I just don't...
I could. It just hurt my feelings.
I wasn't going to bring up his looks at all, actually. I was going to say I don't think he's a particularly strong actor. I've seen him in a number of things, and I haven't liked a single one of them. Other than Stranger Things. But I don't think I particularly liked his performance in it. I just...
Also, he was in the original Harry Potter films. He played young Grindelwald. They're like flashback sequences. I think he has a combined 13 seconds of screen time.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, that's him.
He was also in Twilight.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the douchey vamps.
One of the douchey vamps.
Well, they were all douchey vamps, but he was one of the douchier vamps.
Douchier. Yeah. I mean, they sparkle.
I just don't. I've never. It might not be his fault. It just might be the roles that he's been in because he's been
Well,
in these
yeah.
like
You
heartthrob
used
like
to say that
roles.
about Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, until Batman, I don't think he gave a shit about anything he was in.
Tenet?
Yeah,
I never saw The Lighthouse, but I also really enjoyed him
that
in
was
Water
really
for
good too.
Elephants.
I didn't watch that one. Ooh, I do love me some Reese Witherspoon though.
One that I am very stoked for, though, on the rumors side of castings is
Hmm.
Christian Nairn, who
Hmm.
played Hodor
Hodor,
as Hagrid.
hold the door. Hold the door.
I am so for that.
Yeah. And yeah, they wouldn't even have to do any camera tricks for that. You could just
Yeah, he's just a big
just a
fucking
big
dude.
guy. He's a BFG.
Big fucking guy.
Um,
Or,
there's some other ones too, but if you have them up, list them off. But I don't. I don't have them up.
um, Leslie Manville. I don't know her from anything. Um, as Minerva McGonagall.
But we
This,
just lost.
yeah,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Maggie Smith. Peter Capaldi as Dumbledore. I love that, and also the fucking Doctor, right? What do you?
Oh, keep talking. Don't
You,
worry
you
about me.
just okay, cool.
I lost
Um,
my shot glass, but it was just behind my.
I don't know this actor at all, but Edward Blumel as Snape. The one picture that I
Yeah.
saw of him, I can see it.
What was the? Who did we say when we were talking about it?
Adam
That
Driver.
no, I know that was one of them, but didn't we have another one? And I was like, this person, and you were like, oh, I fucking love that. And we were drunk, but
Yeah, but it
go figure.
had to be what? But it was along the lines of they'd have to like the thing that got us was because Alan Rickman has such an iconic voice.
Yeah, that I do remember saying Adam Driver, and that's one that's already been out there for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
Who was it?
whatever. That's okay. Keep going. It's
Was it Kit Haring? No, that was for Severus. Um, our own fan casting, Kit Harrington.
that's okay. Move on.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Um, Lucy David as Aunt Petunia.
Mm.
Angus Emery as Professor Quirrell. And then I can't say much on the three kids that have been
Yeah,
rumored.
they're young. I mean,
I don't know them
obviously.
from anything.
Yeah, they're probably not from anything. They're super young and they're casted to be, for the next 7 years of their lives. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
Like
Golden Trio. Yeah,
to grow into that freaking role. So, yeah.
yeah.
Looks interesting. I'm super excited for it. I'm more excited for it now that I know that JK fucking who gives a shit isn't attached to it at all and will not get any royalties from it either.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
He bought out
Um
the license.
you racist fucking
Bigot.
bigot fucking
Piece of
yeah,
shit.
just piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Um
Woo!
we got the Nova series coming out. This is a Marvel program. Jolo, I cannot even try to pretend to pronounce his last name. Sholo, but he played Blue Beetle in DC. He's also in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. He's in it. I don't think he's the main character, because I think the main character is like a white blonde dude. Go figure. Uh, but
I hope that he is. That'd be
I don't think
awesome.
he is. I don't think he is. But yeah, so this would basically be about the Nova Corps,
Hmm.
uh which we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy. Both oh fuck, what's his name?
John
Help me
C.
out, bro.
Riley is.
John C. Riley and Glenn Close would be reprising their roles as part of the Nova Corps. And they would be amping up one of their soldiers to
Yeah.
be a hero, basically. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And also, if Glenn Close is coming back, there's rumors that we'll see how Thanos got the
stone,
Power Stone from
the
them.
Power Stone. Yeah,
Just sweet. I'm
that
here
would be
for that.
dope. I mean, we've heard that Josh Brolin is reprising his role as Thanos. We just don't know exactly where that's going to be. So it could be in multiple places, you know. But yeah, it's going to be a TV series, and I think it's probably going to be really good.
I would assume so.
Hopefully,
I've liked most
most.
of the MCU shows. Let me walk that back. I've liked all of them, but just some I don't feel the need to go back and rewatch.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, and we won't. That's fine.
But speaking of,
Marvel
I just
shows.
did the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Defenders will show up in Avengers Doomsday, but with the Netflix Defenders cast.
I'll let you take the other one too, because I know that's your fucking jam.
I mean, I'm stoked. Yeah, we can do that too. But Finn Jones, Christian Ritter, and oh my god, now I just feel like a piece of shit because I can't think of
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Wow,
Mike
dude.
Mike Coltier.
There you go.
I got it. Thank you. Um,
Thank me, I didn't do anything.
I said thank God.
Oh, I thought you said thank you. I was like, for what? I was like scrambling to look it up. I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. Don't let me look bad. I'm the person of color on this podcast. Did I say that out loud? Are we still recording? Oh fuck.
I'm actually dressed as Mike Coulter right now, as Luke Cage. So I went out there to when you were grabbing a drink to say hi to Nicole and Cal, and Nicole's like, she's like, "What are you dressed as, Rocky?" Like, fuck you, dude.
Bum, 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 bum.
And then I beat the shit out of her. Yeah. No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
gonna be like, I'll show you, Rocky. Domestic
yeah,
violence isn't actually funny.
it's not.
It's only funny because Jake would never do that.
No, hell no.
If he did, we
You,
wouldn't.
I'd beat the shit out of you.
Well, yeah, that's not domestic. That's different.
But yeah, we're getting all the OGs back, which is dope.
Yeah.
The Netflix OGs. The
I
street
liked
level.
Finn Jones as Danny Rand. I just thought that the show wasn't well written.
I thought the first season was very well done. I loved the first season.
Yeah.
The second season was fucking
Hot garbage.
hot trash. Hot trash.
Hot.
Hot, 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 hot,
Hot, hot, hot, hot, hot, hot, hot. If you
Yeah.
know, you know.
I loved the
bunch of
first
PF
season. I
Chang's.
loved the Defenders, but yeah, season 2 of Iron Fist was iron fisting my asshole. It was not a good time.
That's why it was hot, 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 hot.
hot, 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 hot. No, you go. You go. I know this is your baby. This is your baby.
Well, Cal Kestis is rumored to make an appearance in a live-action Star Wars show or project. I just hope that it's still.
Explain who it is.
Well, it's the main character from the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. Is it Cameron Moynihan? Did I say
Yeah.
that is? Yeah.
It's a Jinja. He's a vampire. Oh my god. It's a circle.
You would know him from like Shameless, or Gotham.
Yeah,
Yeah, you kind of yelled that one.
probably about it.
You're like, "Her Gotham."
Gotham.
But I mean, he was the body double for the animation for the game, the voice for the character in the game. I hope that if they're gonna do it, like maybe in like the Mandalorian and Grogu film or something like that, where
They gotta use him.
it's age appropriate,
Yeah.
to use him, and they should.
Oh, I think they will.
I hope so, because one, he deserves it.
Yeah.
He is that character. It's
Yeah. There's just not a lot of famous gingers, too, so.
I mean, Rupert Grint, my guy.
Huh?
Rupert Grint, the
I said there's not a lot of. There are select
a
few.
couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm stoked about that though.
I think I'm being a jerk about gingers. I love gingers. Chad's half a ginger. Look at his beard. It almost matches his shirt.
subscribe to our YouTube.
Uh,
Wow.
Yeah, fucking vampire. Anyways, yeah, I think it'd be really cool. This is also a rumor that Spider-Man 4 is going to be called King in Black. This is a reference to Null, which we know is going to be in Venom 3. And excuse me, sorry. Meg. Venom. But we do know that there is a symbiote in the 616 represent.
It's not a fucking area code, my guy.
And Noel is gonna want to reclaim that symbiote. So, and Noel in the comics can travel the multiverse. So, hopefully, they make a good character there, and that character will come to the MCU, and they'll leave the rest of them over there.
Well, we know that Tom Hardy is done after this film, so
Thank fucking God.
I don't
I
hate him
love-
as Eddie Brock.
I love Tom Hardy.
The
movies are garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Garbaggio beans,
I thought maybe
commonly known as chickpeas.
So the first one was like kind of like it's pretty bad. But I was like, yeah, okay. The second one, you and I saw it in New York when we were there for Comic-Con. And I was super hungover, and I was like, maybe I just didn't enjoy it because
No, it wasn't you.
I rewatched it because I rewatched both of them because I was like, oh, the third one's coming out. I'm gonna have to watch it for homework, for the podcast. And I was like, we should watch them. And she was like, okay. She actually really liked the first one. Second one?
Yeah, it's not good.
I can tell you, I did not like either films. Rewatching it, I was like,
I haven't rewatched the second one because when I went back and rewatched the first one, I was like, huh?
Yeah, it's bad.
And if I remember seeing the second one with you in New York and be like, and thinking it was a hangover. But rewatching the first one, I had that
almost
same
had to
reaction.
jump the railing and run to the bathroom when we watched
I
it.
wish you would have. It would have been so funny. Would have been the best.
Oh no, yeah, they're just bad. I got no confidence that the third one's gonna be any better or
I
worse
mean,
than
look at
the first.
Morbius or Madam Web.
Morbius, Madam Web, and that's what's not giving me a whole lot of hype about Craven.
Oh, that's something I forgot to write down. Talk about Folia Do.
It Folia did not.
I feel like we should leave it there because that was a perfect statement. Haven't seen
Nobody
it yet.
liked it. We didn't see it, but everybody that's seen it is.
Is it weird that me making fun of Madam Web made me think of how bad this movie is supposedly
No, because
doing?
we talked about it. We talked about it today. Yeah, it has a lower audience score than Madam Web, and Madam Web was fucking diarrhea after like gas station sushi. And this movie got a worse score, which is a big bummer because I loved the first one. I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, it just seemed
like
cash
Lady
grab.
Gaga, you know.
Yeah, I don't have anything against her.
Yeah, she's a
little weird.
no, she's like is like
Oh, Zionist.
Israel.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's
Well,
Israel
now I have
supporters.
something against her.
Yeah.
From the river to the sea,
We
Palestine
will
shall be
not
free.
like this movie.
Oh.
Oh, Eminem, you can borrow that. Uh, it didn't do well in the box office. That's all. We haven't seen it yet, so that's all we can really like say about it at the moment. We will watch it and we'll give our honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
After we see it. There have been movies. Hey, Shazam 2. Everybody shit on that movie,
fair.
and I fucking liked it. And I don't even like Zachary Levi, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever that fucking dude's name is.
Just make
You know
up
what
a
I mean?
name for him.
I don't even like that dude as an actor. I thought that movie
Or a
was
person.
fucking cool.
But, yeah.
I thought that movie was fucking cool.
Taste the
So-
rainbow, motherfucker.
So we will give our honest opinion when we do see it. But the initial reports are
Not good, Cotton.
not great. Not great. Yeah.
One thing that did come out, well, moving on from nerd news to something that's just came out this past week, is Vox Machina is back on Amazon Prime, season 3, baby.
I fucking love this show so much.
I love Critical Role. Everyone over there. This show's so fucking good.
Gory. They swear. It's like Invincible. If you've watched Invincible, it's like that, but
D&D based.
yeah, I was trying to find a word that wasn't mean. But yeah, D&D based. I was gonna say like nerdier, but I like couldn't think of like the, you know.
Is it nerdier? Because one's based
I
off
think-
of a comic, one's based off of a tabletop game. Vox Machina is definitely nerdier.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, it's a fucking amazing show. And yeah, season 3 is out. And they dropped the first 3 episodes.
yeah,
Which is cool. I love when they.
the voice cast is so good.
Sorry, one of my dogs is like growling out there.
I mean, Laura Bailey, who has voiced everyone from Black Widow in the What If series, Poison Ivy, to countless others. Matt Mercer, incredible voice actor. Travis, I can't think of his last name, but he's the CEO and president of the Critical Role company, voiced Thor in Avengers Assembled. Like, the voice casting is incredible.
The late Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick voices the big bad, and they did get his family's permission to continue to credit him, even for some of the later episodes where they had to go back and update it, so they kind of like splice his voice in there. So good.
My only I'll say issue is they made season 3 about, and this is opinion based, so don't pay too much attention to it. But my least favorite character, season 3 is heavily centered on that character, and I'm just like, ugh. Still good. They're doing great.
It's just a bummer because the first season was very much centered on Percy as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna say his name, but you did. Okay.
I'm not gonna say the voice actor. It's no fault of his own. Like,
no. He's just kind of the character is a bitch. Let's be real about it. We've said worse when we talked about
definitely
season 1.
Bagged Vex though, so.
He's a bitch.
I was worried that Scanlan wasn't going to be a big part of this because Sam Riegel was going through chemo when they were doing a lot of it.
I didn't know that.
Cancer-free currently, so that's a good thing.
Scanlan is one of my favorite characters. Scanlan and Pike, the two shorties. The shouties. Those are my two favorite characters on the show. So that would have been a real big bummer. I got the hiccups.
Yeah.
That's 3 weeks in a row that this has happened to me.
But, I mean, Pike, voiced by Ashley Johnson, for those that think they recognize that name, or do recognize that name, voiced Ellie from The Last of Us in the video games, and she was the cafe worker in the original Avengers film.
She also played Ellie's mom in The Last of Us on HBO. Yeah.
That's right. Such a good nod to where it came from before. The show is so incredible.
We didn't want to spend too much time on that because we have another big thing to talk about. But
before we talk about that big thing, did I cut you off?
I was gonna lay you up, bro.
Lay it up, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go. I want to know what you had to say.
I was just gonna say, like, this next one really gets me amped up. It wasn't that great.
Speaking of getting amped up, check out our other sponsor. It's Raise Energy Drinks. 0 calorie, 0
right there in that closet.
0 crash. Listen up, learn how to save 15%. We'll be right back with you to talk about Agatha All Along. What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Raise Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with 0 crash. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, empowered by their Refresh formula technology, Raise Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Raise Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com nerdpodcast.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you. Okay, nerds, let's talk about Agatha All Along. First off, spoiler alert for episode 4. That's enough time. I love this show.
I think my prediction is still correct. My prediction was that Rio was Sharon, right?
Yeah, they haven't disproved that yet, so.
I think what actually happened is that Rio possessed Sharon to get in there. Because in this last episode, shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
In this last episode, remember the episode before?
In the bag.
Sharon put the briefcase in the mud, right? It got like taken into the mud, right? And then she was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting like," and they save her, blah blah blah. And when Rio shows up, what does she come out of?
The mud.
The fucking mud, dude. It was her all along.
Oh.
I seriously think that Rio possessed Sharon to get herself onto the Witch's Road, stashed that bag in the mud on purpose so that she could pop up.
It could be. Yep.
It is.
Okay, cool.
I'm just really sticking to this theory. If it's wrong, I'm going to be so mad at myself because I've been like saying it for weeks now.
Fair.
But can we just give Aubrey Plaza just a...
Oh my god, I love her
Can we
so
just
much.
give Aubrey Plaza one of... You...
Just one of these?
So...
I want
Do you
to touch the
remember? Do you
hiney.
remember in Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
She like wasn't what she is now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not being a dick. She was attractive. Aubrey Plaza has always been attractive, but like, she's like I'm biting like she's like lip bitey now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So.
I want to touch the hiney. Yeah. And
But
kind of
context about the episode.
well, I mean, they really do. Each episode has its own vibe. Right. So they are still kind of following the WandaVision-esque train of each episode being its own thing, which I really enjoy. Ah, man, I loved this episode. The whole 70s vibe in the studio. We got
there's another song. That's right. I totally forgot about the song.
It's the same song.
I know, but it's like they like revamped it. There's five songs on the what do you call it, soundtrack for this season.
Yeah.
And we have 2 down so far. So we still have 3 more songs to go. I assume they'll all be a version of that song, but in different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because they show like the broken record, and when they pick it back up, there's 5 songs listed. Did we get? Because this episode's song was basically just episode 2 song, just slightly different.
Hmm. I imagine they'll all be that song, just in a different version of it.
Well, but on the broken vinyl record, there's like actual different like track names. You're probably very right. I hope not. I would love to get 5 new songs out of this, right?
Yeah, I like that song. I think I want to see the song that we got just done over and over again. I think so. Be fun.
In like different genres.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
because
for
they
that
did
too, actually.
they did the first one, and now they did like a '70s version of it. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
the Mamas and the Papas esque.
And like you, to your point, you said that it held that vibe from WandaVision.
Yeah, very
You know, like,
episodic. Each
yeah. So
different.
we could do, we don't know. We could do like a 50s episode, or
I
you know,
want like a
like,
'90s like grunge
yeah.
punk.
We may get it, you
I
know?
hope so.
Yeah. I'll be all for it. Just give us such a catchy song.
Yeah.
I was like literally sitting down here with my wife, and she's like, "Oh, that song was so catchy, but I can't remember how it went." And I just started singing it to her, and she goes, "How do you remember that, but you can't remember fucking anything?" And I was like, "Oh, it's been all over TikTok." And she's like, "Oh, that makes sense." You know,
Yeah, it has nothing to do with your priorities, that's for sure.
yeah. You guys all have to excuse me. I have a terrible cold right now.
Yeah.
But no, I love the show very, very much. And one of my favorite things about it so far, other than the songs, is that every episode so far has been a different rendition of some sort of like Disney witch. We talked about this, you and I did. Obviously, we got the Wizard of Oz.
Right, because the whole road.
Yep. We got the, was that an apple?
No,
Oh,
it was wine.
The wine. Like the poison apple,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I should have looked it up. I could do it. The World Wide Web is right
Yeah.
here.
And while you do that, that makes so much sense because in the like the credits for the show, they show a bunch of
It's like a storybook, like an old school. Oh, and they mention Hansel and Gretel too.
yeah.
One of the other witch, the older witch. When they were talking about the oven, because they had to go through the oven to like
Yeah.
escape. She's like, "Oh, I'm not getting in there." One of my cousin or something like that she died that way or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a very big like.
Oh, I did
influence
not go Hansel and Gretel with that one. I thought because she's an old witch.
No,
I
Hansel and
went
Gretel,
I went World War II. Like
You went dark, bud.
that's where I thought they were going with it. So
No, there's a huge witch, like Disney witch element to this show, where they're, you know, like,
I mean,
I
the Romany people, witches,
yeah,
were
there's the oven, the poisoned apple, whatever, the yellow brick road, like, it's all like based on Disney witches.
What would this episode be? Because it's
I didn't even start typing yet. Sorry.
sweet.
What?
Oh, I just had sweet.
Oh, sorry.
Because you're like, I haven't even stopped started typing yet, and I was like, sweet.
My brain was going and my fingers can't do that.
We did get an aspect of like something a little bit more creepy. Seeing the demon
Oh yeah.
in this
Oh,
episode,
that was creepy. I forgot about that.
but it was so cool too. Yeah, the
What would
show
I even say for this? So I typed Agatha All Along Disney Witch
episode 4 reference.
references. There we go. Let's see. There are a few witch references Disney Plus, Agatha All Along, including hold on, let me hit that. Blah blah blah. The song All That's Wrong is Right and All That's Bad is Good. The song's opening line references a line from Macbeth by Shakespeare, and the song's meaning may be about the what it means to be a witch in the MCU. Agatha, blah blah blah. The Ballad of Witches Road. Agatha tells Alice that her mom created the protections. Oh, how is that even? You guys.
Yeah, because Alice has the tattoo that's supposed to be the protection spell
I was
as
talking
rune.
about like Disney witches.
Oh,
Like
I know, but
they're just giving me witch references.
uh,
Ooh. Arguably one of the most famous witches in pop culture, the evil queen from the 1937 Disney film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, made an appearance in the end credits of Agatha All Along. In the scene, the evil witch had her day in the sun,
goes to the
garnering not
trapdoor.
an image, but a video clip of her in the movie. Are there end credit scenes to these episodes?
No, it's during the title scroll at the end.
Oh, I was like, son of a bitch, I gotta watch this.
We've been accustomed to the MCU shows not having end credit scenes until the last episode, so I get that. But during
Whatever. Anyways, there's a lot of references to like Disney um witches, which is cool.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
and they do everything but confirm like a lover's quarrel between Rio and Agatha. I'm still here for it though.
Yeah. Can we see that play out?
Yeah, maybe with like a nice drum beat beforehand.
Put
What?
that in.
I'm going to. I'm going to. That's why I said it. I have that. It's so weird that I have that saved as a sound clip on my computer.
Oh god.
But I stand by it.
That's fucking funny.
Uh,
If you don't know the drum beat,
you'll know
grow
it.
up. Grow up.
Yeah. Uh, or lie about your age when you go to that website. I feel like I have to put it in twice now.
What are you doing, step bro?
I don't know if I put it in more than once, I'm pretty sure that will be demonetized. So it'll just be once.
Right
It's-
there is a good spot.
Yeah.
Well, let's close out. I think we're done. I
Yeah.
think we said what we needed to say.
Okay, cool.
It's like midnight.
Yeah.
No, it's only 10.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, Rick. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's close out then.
But before we close out this episode, we are going to talk about our honorable mentions. Chad, what do you got?
Well, through some sort of means, I did watch Deadpool and Wolverine this past week. Loved it. Want to watch it again. I do. I really do. Loved it. And then I finished watching Twilight of the Gods on Netflix. Really good show if you haven't watched it. For anyone that's listening, go watch it. Incredible show. What about you?
Also,
Great.
Deadpool,
Cool.
Wolverine.
Oh, sorry. I don't get
also
to do
watched
that very
Deadpool,
often.
Wolverine. Noticed a couple things that I didn't notice the first time around, which is pretty cool. And then I watched well, what I don't know if I what
We never talked about Penguin this entire episode.
oh my fucking god.
We'll touch base next week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do 2 episodes.
I guess that's
Oh.
honorable mention. I watched the Penguin.
Yeah, that too.
We're so good at this.
They switched it. It was
Yeah.
it was on Thursdays, and then they switched it to Sundays, and we normally podcast on Wednesday or
Yes.
Saturdays. Sorry, we normally podcast on Saturdays, so it kind of threw us off a little bit. That's not our fault. Fuck you, HBO.
Who do you think you are? HBO?
Oh man.
Sorry. Continue. You watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and what else?
Oh, Bad Monkey.
Oh, yeah. I'm still an episode behind. I did get caught up after not watching it for 2 weeks, but...
I think the next episode is season finale
Oh, fuck.
or series finale. I don't see it really like going into multiple seasons.
Kind of hope not.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn's too big of a name for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But anyways. Oh god.
Fucking sweet.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, for our listeners, if you like what we do, please like, share, and subscribe. It's a cool thing to do. Or become a premium... Eugene. Or become a premium subscriber over at our Buy Me a Coffee, which is buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
Sorry.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh, fuck, bud. Become a premium subscriber at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. Fantastic. We do have a new website. It's not that new, but we're just going to keep talking about it because better than what we can do on our own. From Digicat Tech.
Yeah.
Yay. Reach out to Marty if you need help with that, because he's the best. We're just going to fucking end it there, because clearly I don't want to repeat what happened a couple months ago.
I should even do this shot.
We love you. This has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.